From a city that's played host to 10 Super Bowls, here's a look inside the Superdome in New Orleans. Tonight we kick off Week 7 with a great Thursday night matchup here, as it'll be the Jacksonville Jaguars taking on the New Orleans Saints. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Here's a Louisiana native from the town of Jennings. It's Travis Etienne up to the 20.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. Now you look at this Saints defense. This unit currently 7th in the NFL, Charles, in stopping the run.
Most of their challenges have come in the passing game because against the run, they've been pretty darn good. Now you got to figure out a way to slow down those receivers before they get downfield and maybe make a few more plays on the ball when it's in the air.
Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Now it's 2nd and 10. Now Lawrence going across the middle, and Valdez-Scantling has it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
And this is an offense that's near the bottom of the league in rushing, so defensively coming in, you've got to know you're going to see the ball in the air a lot. And that time, it's a completion and a first down on this opening drive.
A give running right, Etienne. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Here's 2nd and 7. Another tote for Etienne. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. Now Lawrence. And that will be incomplete.
I don't see Norman trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
So on 4th down, here's Logan Cook to punt for Jacksonville. And look here, it's an opening drive fake. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. And this defense holds on the night's opening drive. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. Here's Carr to throw. He'll get this one underneath to Kamara. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often. That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. In motion right, Olave. They'll send a receiver in motion left. Staying on the ground on 1st with Kamara. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. The Saints sitting at a very solid 4-2 record through the first 6 weeks. And they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
Carr completes it. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 15-yard line. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
And they'll use him out in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Into the red zone. It's Carr. Alvin Kamara wheeling it in on back-to-back plays. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
This is a 2nd and 4, ball at the 9. Back to the ground, it's Kamara. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. And he will have the 1st down before he's brought down at the 3. Kamara. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. They'll run it with Kamara. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. We're scoreless after 1. Right now, no questioning the toughness of this Jaguar defense. This is 3rd and goal. They'll try to run it in. It's Kamara. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara with career touchdown number 75. And the Saints post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Jamal Agnew now to return it. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They come into this one off the loss over the weekend, but you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, that's a defensive coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10. Lawrence. He'll connect on the out route with Ingram. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags first down. Straight ahead, Etienne. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
They go play action now. Lawrence. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Zach Ball coming in for that outside linebacker spot, and he buries him for a loss of 7. So now after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Going up top. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you're coming off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
45 yards, that's what the punt goes for. 5 on the return. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Well, just 2 series in here, Charles, but everything's gone to script so far. They got a touchdown on their first drive. Their defense holds, and now they've got a chance to take a 2-score lead.
And to co-sign with you, exactly the start they scripted up. And really, that kind of start, that can set the tone for the game for them. But that was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of him, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10.
734. That's it.
He'll drop to throw. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now Carr. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Thomas. And past the... Out of bounds. First grab for Thomas. It's good for a first down as well.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Again, it's Carr. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
Second and 10. From the gun, it's Carr. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
The Saints on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 4. Now Carr. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Saints first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn: find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well.
Now.
2nd down and 8.
We're good.
To throw his Carr. On the move to his left. Yeah, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Carr can beat you in a lot of ways. The scramble there, a perfect example as he gets the first.
Partner, there's a downside to everything, and the danger of man coverage is if you're locking down your target, you often turn your back to the quarterback and you don't see him. Sometimes you open up a big lane for him to hit you for big yardage, and that was an astute play by him to scramble out, see that lane, and burn them for a first down.
A give to Kamara running right. Pretty move. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 42 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
A 10th carry for Kamara. And he will make his way back to where he started from, and that's all. As we will make our way to the 2-minute warning. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
One down. That's up.
Carr now to throw. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And now 1 yard to go on 3rd down. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Again, it's Kamara. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Alvin Kamara with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Saints have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
2nd and 10. Here's Lawrence again.
A short throw to Ingram. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
On play action, Lawrence.
This one complete to Christian Kirk. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Better than a 30-yard gain as we wind down towards 30 seconds left in the quarter.
So often when we're watching a football game, we see one with a lot of ebbs and flows, and this one is no different. And sometimes you just need a big play to wake you up a bit. And they get one right there. That shot of caffeine this offense was looking for.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Looking to throw, Lawrence.
He'll get this one complete to Zay Jones. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1.
Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. Lawrence will throw.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Here's Lawrence.
Flush to his right. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
Great vision there by Lawrence as he scrambles for a first down.
I think he had eyes on that run the whole time. Good anticipation because it seemed to me he waited for the coverage to get drawn away and then had the easy scamper out of bounds to get the short yardage first down.
ETN up the middle.
And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter.
From the 5, 2nd and 4. Now Lawrence to throw. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted.
Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis.
And the Saints are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. A turnover's obviously, Charles, always costly, but man, when you throw those interceptions in the end zone like that, it really stings.
He tried to fit that one into his tight end, and I often use the expression NFL open, which means a tighter window. Down near the goal line, you really want him to be open. In this case, it cost him.
And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
A 2-touchdown game, 14-0 the score as we get rolling again here in this second half. Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Quick throw to Olave.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it'll be second down.
Trying the left side with Kamara. And he'll get about 3 up past the 25.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2.
Carr being chased out left. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
At this point, this offense feels like they could just roll out anything, and it would work. They are certainly in no hurry for this one to end. Not when they can rack up some stats and continue to add to their lead.
And a quick shuffle pass here is complete. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and it'll be second down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
They need 2. Here's 3rd down.
Got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. That time the conversion comes courtesy of the RPO.
And know what it did? It moved the sticks. Nice pickup on 3rd down. Even better decision.
Kamara try the right side. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line.
That tackle by Trayvon Walker. Nice play. He blows that up behind the line of scrimmage.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers who can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
Not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss. Carr to throw on second down. Steps away. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Throwing now is Carr.
They'll get this out to Kamara. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Here comes the Saints punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And now the up man has it. It's a fake. And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool him. And this defense will take over right at midfield. How about that for a call? Leading in the second half, fake punt, but this one's going to work against them.
And, partner, I love a fake punt as much as anyone. In fact, I might love it more than other people, but in this case, probably a step too far, because not only does it not work, but look at the field position they gave up after the attempt.
Throwing now, Lawrence on first down. That's caught on the left side by Kirk. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a first down.
Well, that's the kind of play that was lacking all the way through the first half. Maybe this can give them a little bit of a spark, because they're not out of this game by any stretch.
Now Lawrence on first down. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6.
Well, they got a takeaway on the last drive with an interception. How about this sack as a terrific follow-up? And that keeps pressure on this offense, and it could force them into more rushed decisions or another turnover.
Now Lawrence. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Lawrence. That's into a crowd and intercepted. And the Saints are going to get it back here just past the 35. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach. And it's intercepted. Picked off by Tyson Campbell. And the Jags are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10. At about the 32. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. Here's Lawrence to throw. He'll get this out to the flat for ETN. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. They go play action now. Lawrence. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
Here's Logan Cook now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on her. That'll go down as just a 20-yard punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, their goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the...
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been outstanding. 7 first downs and 8 tries. This will be 3rd and forever. Now Carr. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Now he breaks free in the middle of the field. Touchdown, New Orleans! Juwan Jackson hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Saints look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here this 4th quarter. The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. And it is now 21-0. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Lawrence hit, and the ball is free. And this is picked up by the Saints. And he's got his guys set up great now. 1st and goal, and the Pigs get at the 7-yard line.
Well, partner, I think it's safe to say they can mark this down as extremely frustrating. Here we are in the 4th quarter, and that last play, that turnover, I think it epitomizes what happened to them all day on offense.
So symbolic, and that's why they're still being shut out. Throwing out right here, caught by Olave. Touchdown! Chris Olave. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Saints have opened up a 4-touchdown lead here in the 4th. Extra point attempt to come here.
It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball... Oh, that's the 3rd interception for Lawrence.
Picked up by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Extra point attempt to follow here. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. To return, here's Agnew.
And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
At this point, partner, things looking pretty bleak. They still haven't scored here in the 4th quarter, facing the big deficit. What silver linings, what can they look to do here offensively?
You know, it's funny, I talked about this with a coach in the offseason and kind of had this scenario, like what feels good to you and what feels good to your team. You're down big. You really have like 1 possession left, and you're trying to put points on the board that don't matter. But do they? And he told me they actually do matter. And in this situation, he's going to try and run the best offense he can run to have at least a little bit of confidence to take away from that game. So right now, they're going to try their best to get something up on the board and not get shut out.
Now Lawrence.
A short throw to Ingram. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well.
Well, I mean, look, obviously there's no 20 or 30-point play in that playbook, but they can try to end things here on a positive note despite trailing big, and that looks like what they're trying to do here by pushing the ball downfield.
Well, let me go with the heavy cliche then, partner. Just control what you can control right now, and all they can control here is how their final plays develop.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Lawrence.
He targets Ingram for another grab.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it's 2nd down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. 40 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Probably wishing that they could have had a few runs like that earlier in the game, now facing this deficit in the 4th.
Hard to criticize a run of that magnitude, but they really need those types of runs to go the distance and need bigger plays to try and get back into this one.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
A handoff for Etienne. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
All right, let's go.
A gain of 19 yards. First down, Jacksonville.
Hot. 11, Agate. Here we go, son.
Here's a give to ETN. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Hey, run.
Here now, 2nd and 4.
Safe right.
And they'll go again with ETN. And he's brought down, but he has it down to the 12 on a pickup of 12. 1st and 10.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
Easy, 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 easy.
On 1st and 10, it's ETN. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 11 more on that one, and another 1st down. What a game this defense continues to play, huh?
Yeah, they've been aggressive from the first snap, and they've controlled this ball game. But right now, if you're on the other side of the ball, you've got to match that aggressiveness. No points so far in this game. Moving the football, got to be that way to go against them and try and get some points on the board.
And I'm curious on the defensive side if they stay aggressive, because you know they want to pitch this shutout.
Yeah, they have to be aggressive, but they also have to be smart about it as well, because one mistake can turn into 6 points.
ETN will get it into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown.
Well, he'd been the workhorse on this drive, and it would have been unfair to bring someone else in to finish the job. So they go back to him again, and he delivers with a touchdown run.
Extra point from McManus is good, and that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And this crowd has certainly liked what they've seen. Their guys fully expected to win this one coming in. And wide open, complete, down to the 10. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Now the extra point try forthcoming. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this taken in at the goal line. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Credit Brian Brzee in there to greet him and drop him for a loss.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
On second down, ETN once more.
And he'll get this one up to about his 14.
After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And he's going to be brought down back at his own 6-yard line.
Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailing by multiple touchdowns and a late sack. Just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Here we go. Got to have it. Lawrence.
He's going to let it fly. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. But a failure on 4th down on the other side leads immediately to a 1st and goal. Carr going to look to throw. He'll buy some time right. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpires get different responsibilities, but always, always making sure no one's holding.
A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. Here's Carr to throw.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long.
And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. Now the extra point. Oh, they pitch to the tight end. It's a fake. And he will not make it to the goal line as this try for 2 is going to come up empty. But that's little consolation to this defense as they have been porous all game long. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And the Jaguars are going to cover this one up. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number, kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
All right, let's go.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
From the shotgun, Lawrence. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
On 3rd down, Lawrence.
And that is incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And they will remain well behind.
Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Carr's throw caught by Olave. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Carr going to throw here. Rolling to his left. And that one complete downfield to Johnson. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. That one good for 37 yards. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. The busy night continues for Kamara, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Now the try here for the point after. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. Taken at the goal line. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
A final shot now for Lawrence. Open man is Kirk, complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. And as this defense walks off the field,